Now we're live.
Now we are. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, belated start. Hopefully not because of us.
No,
Uh,
no, the map draft has not started yet.
okay, that's great. So we are here for the illustrious owl exterminators against hired goats.
Is
Now
correct.
we've played owl exterminators ourselves before.
We have more than once.
Yeah, so we fairly know them.
A little bit,
Hired
yeah.
goats. I don't think we've ever played before, but they've got a good
Never ever.
record in Heroes Lounge.
They have.
Um,
Just to confuse people who might be having a quick research before, playing them or casting them. They had a roster called Goats for Hire, and then which played in season 9 and 10 in Division 7 and 6, and they competed in the Rare Cup. Then they created a new roster called Hired Goats, which is played in Division 4 last season and this season, so
any team to do with employing goats in some sort of way is probably them.
probably yes. So they are hired at the moment, so long may it continue.
Yeah, and hired goats have won 2 out of their 4 games so far
Yeah.
this season, and Owl Exterminators have won 3 out of their 4 games so far.
Decent start to both teams. Both definitely know how to win games, so
yeah,
hopefully we'll have a good match here.
Yeah, and the match that we wish we could have streamed this week, but we couldn't, was Owl Exterminators versus Trying Dutchman, which they won 2-0. So we've seen Trying Dutchman play this season, and they were pretty solid. So
That's true.
Owl Exterminators looking pretty strong. And they could be a good test for hired goats. If you beat Owl Exterminators, you know you're on a good upwards trend for the top half of the table, basically.
Yeah, they've had a few good seasons in this division now, Exterminators, so yeah, I think they're a good benchmark for how good your team is.
Yeah. Now, looking at your notes, your in-depth research.
Very in-depth.
Interesting to see that the list of favoured heroes for hired goats is quite long.
Well, it's the same length as the Owls, but then I just saw those last 3 heroes there and thought, oh, that could be interesting.
Yeah. Might see some rogue interesting picks, basically.
Yeah, possibly.
It's good fun. We like to see stuff like that.
That's spice of life.
Yeah. Do you think, just looking at the heroes that are potentials, the potential rogue picks from them, do you think they're kind of map specific? Like we might see Vikings on Curse or Asmo on Tomb of the Spider Queen or something like that?
Definitely. I think, you can't play those on any map. Maev is one of those that they played quite a bit last season, so we're more likely to see that, and that's a bit less limited by map, so
yeah,
we shall
but
see.
definitely prepare to be cheesed.
Yes.
Splendid. And just looking at the captain names as well, Deadly Kitten for Owl Exterminators.
Yeah, there's a lot of animals involved. Owls versus goats, there's a kitten, there's just...
Well, I was wondering if the Deadly Kitten is the exterminator of the owls.
That's true, I've never thought about that, but...
Yeah. But, well, maybe we'll get a post-match interview.
It's an inside job.
Yeah. Cool. So, we're still waiting for map picks, are we?
We are. Our Exterminators have banned Volskaya. Just waiting for the first ban from Goats for Hire. Will be Eltarak Pass.
Nice. So 2 big maps getting banned out. Are these both quite team fight focused teams?
From what I remember from Owl Exterminators, they are, yes. I think.
Owl Exterminators have picked a lot of maps so far this season, and Hired Goats really haven't. Hired Goats have only picked 2 maps this season. Dragonshire and Cursed Hollow, so I guess they prioritize a Curse pick.
Yeah, it looks like it, and they've... Well, by chance, they've got first pick here. So that will play into their hands a bit.
Yeah. Now, our Exterminators pick Dragonshire twice, pick Towers of Doom twice, BOE and Ultrac once. So with Ultrac ban, that's not happening.
Bancursed. Bancursed on the side of our Exterminators. So, I mean, Goats for Hire haven't banned Towers and Dragonshire, which, as you just mentioned, have been picked up by the Owl Exterminators twice, so
yeah,
just that they're quite happy to be taken there.
So we could see Towers of Doom first map.
Tomb of the Spider Queen is the final map ban, so over to the Owls for map pick.
These are quite macro heavy maps that have been banned, like ones with a lot of camps to pick up and things like that. So kind of surprised me that Infernal Shrines got through then.
It's everybody's favourite. It's always painful to see it banned out.
Yeah. Are we going to be able to bet today? Can I take more cocoa points off you?
Yes, it is ready.
Have you had to cheat and give yourself more cocoa points?
I haven't, no. I think I have some.
Right. I'll clear you out today then.
Okay, that's fine. You just wait. I think I have some. I don't know. I'm not on the first page of people on the list. That's not good.
Go,
Still waiting on that map pick from the Owl Exterminators, so...
Obviously taking a bit of time to discuss it, or do you think they have someone AFK?
I think they do have a substitute, and they are possibly waiting on them, so they might not be in a rush here, potentially.
So, I've just seen off topic, sorry, getting distracted very easily as I do. There's just been an announcement
There
in the
has.
Heroes Lounge. I know absolutely nothing on Method Mayhem. What is this tournament?
Well, it's a new HOTS tournament. It's got Method, who are a pretty big esports organisation. I know they big on World of Warcraft, and they were involved with HOTS back in HTC. And they're collaborating with Heroes Lounge, Heroes Lounge is supporting them to bring a new top tier of Heroes of the Storm competitive
scene. It's going to be a monthly tournament, is it? Is it like?
It looks like it, yeah. I'm as I heard about it a day before you did, but
come on, head of content.
It's not content. It's not. It's
but I would imagine you're working on a bit of content relating to this, no?
No, I'm not. No, it's all Method. I'm sorry.
I'm very disappointed. It could be a collaborative content effort to get this well communicated within the HOTS community and get people excited for it popping.
Well, anyway, it's exciting. It looks fun, and Philip, who seems to be standing in as captain for the Owl Exterminators, has picked Praxis Holdout.
Nice. Braxis is still the map that, obviously, because it's new in this season, I'm always quite excited to see getting some interesting kind of strategies from people trying out some different comps to win that solo lane.
Mm-hmm.
So always excited to see what people bring on this map. Hopefully we will see a bit of cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different things that can work on this map, and not always things that you would expect. Like, I feel like the meta's changed for this map since we last saw it in Lounge.
Definitely.
I mean,
the meta for the whole game's changed.
That's true. It's
quite a lot.
So it's a bit hard to tell what teams are going to go for.
Exactly. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, the all-important portrait synergy looking very good for our Exterminators. Not so good for hired goats.
No, it's a bit goaty, but not
as goaty as we'd like it to be.
No. What else did we? Okay, no. Okay, Owls were ready to use a sub, but it looks like their entire roster has turned up, so we do have both teams at full strength for the
Excellent.
match. That's what we like to see.
Means that we have more reliable information on Heroes Lounge. Don't see too many rogue picks.
Yep. Um, those. Well, neither team has played this map this season, have they? That's taken. Oh no, Hired Goats have played it once and they lost. But we haven't seen the Owls play it, so I'm unsure what they will have. And they did pick it, so they must have something interesting lined up, right?
Definitely.
Like, you don't pick a map like Braxis unless you've got a plan.
Yeah, I mean, or you've got like a very strong solo lane player who can then kind of give you that advantage, give you that bit of freedom if you're a bit weaker in the 4-man. Obviously, our solo lane player in AFK for Coco is always very keen to try to get us onto this map so he
Yep.
can show his prowess. But yeah, I mean, we've seen some Deathwing flying to bot ganks. We've seen kind of heavy push 4-man comps. So
Oh,
yeah, definitely some interesting stuff coming out already this season for this map.
yeah. So I'm just looking at the one bit of history we've got between these two teams in this map this season. Hired Goats played it against Munchies, or had it picked against them in round 3, and the Hired Goats comp was ETC, Valor, Oriel, Zarya, and Asmodan. So, presuming that was a offlane Asmodan? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very strong 4-man. But yeah, you're going to lose that solo lane every time. And against a team like Munchies anyway, I mean, they're one of the stronger teams in Lounge, aren't they? So
Yeah. We'll see anyway. We're heading into draft.
It's hard to base off that loss whether or not it's a weak map for them or if it's just because Munchies played very well.
Yeah.
First ban, do you think we're far enough into the season now to really get some target bans? I possibly would be looking at banning out that Anduin.
Yeah, I like Anduin as a healer. I think he's very strong, so it wouldn't surprise me. Garrosh, first ban.
You've got a 100% win rate on him. So perhaps if it's something you know you don't like playing against anyway, just get rid of it. That Rhaegar's definitely a targeted ban. He's pretty. People are appreciating the power of Bloodlust at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a meta ban anyway, but Hired Goats have got good value from it.
Yeah.
Li Ming ban as well. That's pretty targeted.
Yeah, I think Ash on our Exterminators plays a lot of Li Ming, or used to at least. That's just going off the top of my head, and might be completely wrong there. He's got Li Ming. He's got Li Ming as his profile picture on Heroes Lounge website, so that'll do. First pick Greymane, and then a snap Rexar Tassadar from our Exterminators.
There's your top lane dominance, and Tassadar. I mean, he's not like jumped to the top of the meta so far, but in a 4-man, he's going to get his stacks very quickly.
Yeah.
So I would expect to see some CC coming out from our Exterminators now to really kind of allow
Yeah.
blow up people.
ETC Deckard.
Nice and solid. ETC, you did say they played ETC last time on this map.
Yeah, that's right. But they're not going for the Valor hyper carry this time.
No.
Doing something a bit different. See the second round of bans come out. Jaina. Yeah, I think that's a good ban. I think Jaina with the ETC, Greymane and Deckard would be
Do you think they'll
very
ban
obvious
the
choice.
now? Take away the supports?
Could do, and it's a nice bit of crowd control as well. Or they might want to continue. Might want to tank choke a little bit. They've got the ETC, they ban the Garrosh, maybe ban Johanna here.
I mean, the interesting thing with the Tassadar pick is Tassadar is not very good at saving himself now, and he's really squishy.
Yep.
So with that Greymane ETC, you could be looking at diving that Tassadar quite aggressively.
Yeah.
So our exterminators need to bear that in mind. Yes, try to get some CC, some lockdown, but also make sure that can be saving Tassadar when he needs it.
And the goats ban out Mal'Ganis, who the Owls have played 6 times, and they respond by picking up Johanna and Anduin.
I think letting the Anduin through might be a mistake here, just because they have played it 6 times so far, 83% win rate. I think it's going to synergize nicely with the Tassadar because it's more lockdown and it can pull the Tassadar out of trouble when it's needed.
Yep.
See what they pick up.
Kael'thas Leoric. Okay. Well, Leoric works well against Rexxar. He's one of the few heroes that can sort of stand up to him.
Kael'thas obviously gives them a bit of poke, a bit of wave clear.
Yeah, I like it.
Double
That's
mage.
Double mage. But I think this is a map where you can do that.
And Orpheus kind of can go a bit auto-attacky as well, can't she?
Yeah.
I mean, so can Tassadar. Who, from the drafts, which do you think is the stronger comp?
It's a tough one. I think Tassadar's really strong at the moment. I think having Rexxar on your solo lane is really good.
But first 2 picks, I was definitely leaning towards Owl Exterminators. The Orphea pick, I'm not sure about. She's so strong at the moment, though. It's going to depend on how well that Johanna can peel for that Tassadar.
Yep.
What
do you feel then?
I'm going to be putting my money on hired goats.
Yeah, I'm going to go with. I think Tassadar is very strong, and I'm going with Tassadar.
I think Owl Exterminators might they've probably practiced this. If a team's gonna get away with it, it wouldn't surprise
and
me.
They pick the map as well, so this must be something they've been ready with, right?
But like, if I got these comps in quick match or something, like if you just got these comps, you'd look at the right hand one and be like, yeah, okay, this Greymane's gonna have a great day killing those squishies. See how much that Johanna just saves her blind for when Greymane goes in. I mean, obviously, Johanna, it's so tempted to just use your blind early in the fight. It's very easy to use it, and then obviously the Greymane will get value. So it's whether or not she holds onto it and just blinds the Greymane when he goes in and saves the task.
Yeah. On the blue team?
On the blue team, we have Owl Exterminators, with Deadly Kitten playing Johanna, Fallop playing Anduin, Jig Oku on top lane playing Rexxar, Ashandari on Orphea, and No Scope Ninja on Tassadar.
On the red side, we have Hired Goat, who've got Triss J on ETC, Scooper on Greymane, Roach on Kael'thas, Luna on Deckard, and Sneaky Chief on Leoric.
And not seeing any odd level 1 picks for Owl Exterminator. No. Not entirely sure about the Orphea talent. I don't obviously play a lot of Orphea. But yeah, just looking to basically go for blow up on anyone that's rooted, which with the Tassadar focusing someone as well, you basically don't want to get an Anduin root on you because it's going to hurt.
Yeah. I mean, that Orphea talent's definitely been meta at some point. I don't know if it is after the recent rework, but that was the go-to at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I used to always pick it before the rework. So I think it's still very much
viable. So before we've even settled down, Greymane has captured the top right siege camp. Owls have started theirs on the left-hand side, but they're a bit slow, and Hired Goats are already halfway through their bruises.
Yeah, I mean, you probably want to avoid that Tassadar stacking as much as possible. So getting that Greymane just focusing on camp is really going to help kind of just say we're avoiding fight. But ETC, I mean, it's a really nice forceful ETC and Kael'thas dead. They didn't have Greymane there to back them up, and I don't think they were really thinking about having a proper fight. They were just wanting to...
Yeah, well, it looked like the Orphea was in trouble at first, but there just wasn't enough goats there to follow up, it seemed.
Yeah. So perhaps a bit of miscommunication. I mean, the Greymane's health had gone fairly low when he was getting the camp. They do, of course, have that bruiser camp pushing now. So that's going to stop at least Exterminators pushing in while the death timers are up. They're back now as a 4-man. They can look to make use of it. Rexar capping to pop. So it's going to start to see the percentage tick. And Hired Goats need to get this value in the fight. They managed to recapture bot at least. We kind of come to a momentary standstill.
Orpheus in a lot of trouble. Nice follow up there.
Nice power slide. Good follow up from the Kelpos and Greymane. And that's what Hired Goats want to be doing. Against such a squishy team, that Johanna, she can only... Either Orphea and Tassadar have to stand fairly close to each other.
Yep.
But if they're split up, you know, she's got to pick which one she's going to defend. And Greymane and ETC can leap across the screen and pick one off.
Yep. So Goat's getting a nice bit of progress on the objective now, 60% and counting. Decader's backed for mana, so they might have to back off on bot here, but...
I know Leoric's good against Rexar in general, but yeah, he's playing it very well by the looks of it.
Definitely, yeah, he's commanded it very well. He's only just lost the point top. I think that's the first time he's lost it, or...
Yeah, they got the initial capture and then he had controlled it after that. ETC being poked down by the Tassadar and the Orphea. There's the root. But yeah, turns on Orphea. Greymane wasn't there to follow up, but if he had been, that could have been a dead Orphea. The Anduin trait's been used now, so if Hired Goats force another fight, that's on cooldown. They can get a kill and there's nothing to save them.
Yep, and Hired Goats might confirm the objective here. And they do. That'll be pushing top for them, so are we going to see them push bots, or...?
Looks like they're just saying bot to clear out. It's a pretty early first objective to be captured, so that was pretty quick. So they'll probably only look to try to get to the wall here, if at all. I guess just stay a bit ahead on XV. Rexar going bot alone, so he's going to have to play safe for now. Yeah, they got the wall, they got the towers. A tower, nearly 2 towers. I think that's right, they'll be happy with that. They probably want to look at getting Greymane, getting those camps again.
Yep.
And we're going to see Bruiser's captured on top. Just looking at our Exterminators comp, I think the only thing that gives me a bit less confidence in it is actually...
Orphea's in a lot of trouble, a dangerous rotation there, and the Goats were ready for that.
She did not have the rest of the team rotating down with her, and yeah, I mean, obviously you don't necessarily expect them to be waiting to gank you there, but yeah, that was nicely done by Hired Goats. Now getting their siege camp, and they're going to clear out the bruises and top.
Attempted gank on Leo, but unfortunately for the Owls, that is a Leo, and it's very hard to catch him off guard, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Owls... I like the potential they have at level 10, with, like, you know, Black Hole if they go for it, Orphea's ult, Light Bomb maybe, a Blessed Shield, you know, they've got a good team fight at level 10, I feel.
So, what surprises me with this kind of... Because Tassadar and Orphea can blow up pretty much anything that gets locked down. With the Johanna, yes, you've got the Blessed Shield as an engage, but it surprises me that they didn't go for something with a much lower cooldown for engages and roots.
Yeah.
Just because they could be looking, you know, to potentially blow ETC up at any point, anyone else at any point. I don't know if Johanna necessarily fits with it, and they don't really need the wave clear because they've got the Orphea Tassadar.
Of the tanks that were still available, what would you have gone for? An Anubarak maybe, to fit that kind of, you know, short cooldown crowd control? Or?
Yeah, I mean, power slide on Johanna, she's going to survive. Hard to say without looking at them, but even like a Taunt variant, I know the ETC was taken, and the Anubarak is a good choice. I mean, maybe a Garrosh.
Garrosh was banned out.
Oh.
Nice aggressive mush from ETC, but Tassadar gets pulled out of it. Blue team could back off here until they get 10.
Yeah, and again, this is when Hired Goats want to try to force the fight again. The Anduin ult's on cooldown. It's a long cooldown. You nearly killed that Tassadar. If you get a power slide on Tassadar or Orphea now, they are dead.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it.
Um,
So that's the threat of the Hired Goats comp, is they can look for a kill every 10 seconds. Ooh,
Blessed
there's the
shield, a lot of damage on
Light
Kael'thas.
bomb.
Crushing jaws.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice double kill. So there's that nice coordinated power 10 spike that the Owls have. They've gone for Archon rather than Black Hole, but I suppose sometimes you can have a bit too much wombo.
I think Hired Goats were a little relaxed there. They weren't worrying about their position at the start of that, and Johanna did a good job just spotting that Kel'Thas out alone. No ETC to protect him. So
We see Greymane rotate bots, try and put pressure on the Rexar so they can catch the bottom point. Nice Entomb.
Bullet, but the Entomb's going to make sure he gets that kill.
Yeah.
Misha just not able to save him.
Yeah, nice response from the Hired Goats there. They lost the fight on top, but they didn't just sit back and, you know.
Yeah, they made sure that the objective wasn't capped to 100% by doing something a bit different, a bit unexpected.
Yeah.
Greymane coming top and putting pressure on Orphea. ETC trying to posture for a power slide.
Orphea cleaning up now.
Down those kills, and Tassadar.
Oh, and just misses the jump on Kael'thas, but the...
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
Yeah. Even spreading the bomb, but yeah, can be quite relaxed about that now.
Very
that
well
was
played.
Really well played.
Yeah.
And possibly a bit of just a positioning issue from Hired Goats. The ETC was cut off above when the rest of the team were obviously fighting around that vision. So he couldn't come in, he couldn't CC Orphea, and couldn't secure that kill for them. Could have very easily gone the other way that fight, but this is going to be 100% for our Exterminators, and they're going to get their chance to push this time. And I think they're going to stay, obviously, 4 men top, really try to push with this. And we can see the fort fall quite easily here. Siege camp being captured. I mean, it'll help them a bit, but not a huge amount. Help us all straight away, get as much wave clear as possible. ETC trying to zone them out.
That was risky though, he did power slide in. I think if Owls could have taken advantage of that possibly.
Definitely. They had all their ults off cooldown, but it would have been tower diving.
Yeah. Tassadar is bot helping Rexar clear as well, so I assume the Owls don't want to commit too hard here.
Hired Goats have saved the fort by the looks of it.
Yeah. I mean, but equally Tassadar helped prevent any damage on the fort on the bot lane, so a bit of an not a very impactful objective there really.
Yeah, both teams are pretty good wave clear, so they're able to deal with Zerg waves. They are ETC. The full CC chain going out on him. Deckard throwing as many potions on as possible, but yeah, that's enough to get the kill. I mean, when that Johanna ults off cooldown, they are really taking advantage of it.
Greymane might be in trouble here if he doesn't get away quickly. Oh, nice Entomb by the Leoric, just to
save the Greymane.
Yeah, I don't know if it saved him, but it definitely put off the blue team from trying anything.
They're going to push bot hard now, and I think they're going to be able to take it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think if not, they're going to get close. They are a bit short on minions now, but
they're also, I suppose, a bit short on structure damage with the double mage. But,
yeah.
I mean, that style was quite impressive there.
Yeah, they melted it down pretty quickly. They might still be able to get a bit of poke on it with Tassadar, but it is a bit risky.
Yeah.
Rexar's picking up the siege camp, left hand side.
Now, I was about to say a bit of indecision from Hired Goats about what to do, but they now move in quite aggressively to try to position for when the objective starts. But yeah, you've got our Exterminators capturing the Bruiser camp, and these guys are just clearing waves at the moment. ETC's alone. The full combo is off cooldown, so they could have gone for him. I think he made the right decision to power slide out as quickly as possible.
There was some potion set up by Deckard, but not near ETC, so yeah, it's a good idea to get out there.
Curse bullets out on Johanna. They're gonna take this fort if
Yeah,
Hired Goats don't force the fight.
they can take the fort and then they can just go in if they want. I mean, they're kind of getting close to 16 now. Rexar's looking for the flank. He's unleashed the boars. ETC's in a dangerous position here.
No fort to protect them. There's
Oh.
the shield on Decker. Decker's gonna fall here.
Nice CC
100%.
chain on him there.
Yeah, really nice CC chain.
ETC also in trouble and he goes down.
So on that question of did they need a different tank to Johanna? So far, no. She's landed every blessed shield.
Yep.
They've been really well timed when the other team's been backing or they've been out of position. And Hired Goats at the moment don't have any way of saving their teammates.
So, see the objective taken top and bot, and they go straight for the boss.
Yeah.
And the damage is there, so they can take that in good time.
Yeah, again, they haven't necessarily got the best comp for getting that as quickly as possible, but it's fast enough with that kill. I think we need to see more aggression from Hired Goats. I think because they are on much lower cooldowns, they want to be forcing that fight before the Blessed Shield comes off cooldown every time.
Yeah, and you want Anduin to use his straight to save someone, and then, wait 10 seconds, fight again.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas what's happened is every time Anduin has saved someone, they've then left the fight. That's when they want to re-engage and want to really force those kills, when those much longer cooldowns on our Exterminators are up.
Yep.
They are going to get, at least the wall here. They've then got a full wave coming in on bot. We could see 2 keeps go here.
Yeah, this is going to be very hard for the goats to defend. They've got good wave clear with Kael'thas, but yeah, losing someone here might be a big problem.
Orpheus chomp.
Misha goes down, but ETC's in a lot of trouble. He goes down.
Yeah.
Orphea's low, but Anduin can keep her alive.
Just getting away. Surprised that Grey Mane didn't go back in on that Orphea then.
Yeah, I think they need a kill here. Top keep goes down, the boss is nearly dead. I want to look down, but I don't want to miss anything.
Grey Mane is dead.
Oh, it's a nice stay a while, but he doesn't quite get everyone and he does go down. Zerg waves on core. Kael'thas is going down.
GG. Really nice, just coordinated team fighting from our Exterminators. Like, I really do think that Hired Goats had a comp that could have won that. It definitely wasn't lost in the draft, I wouldn't say.
No.
It was just that ability to keep their team alive when Hired Goats did go for the picks, and then coordinated play around that Blessed Shield. Just getting really a single kill most of the time, but then that would give them the advantage to win the macro.
Yeah, as soon as they got that one kill, they were quick and decisive, and they took full advantage of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's very nicely played.
So we go back to the match lounge. See what map's going to be picked next.
Well, Goats for Hire have opted for first pick once again, so really not caring what map their opponents take them to here.
Yeah. Obviously, that looks like that's pretty much been what they've done so far this season. I guess that's kind of a confidence that we can play on any map. We'll just make use of whatever you throw at us. It might perhaps suggest that they don't have comps for specific maps that they know these are our best comps that we want to work, but rather they're just playing perhaps heroes that they like or heroes that they're stronger with.
Or maybe they've got a list of comps ready for each map and they just don't care. Yep. Yeah. Bring it on.
Be any map, we've got 10 comps to do on each map, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here we are. The Owls have taken us to the Dragonshire, and I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Cool. So, Dragonshire is Owls' jointly most played map with Towers of Doom. So I'd expect Owls to come into this with a pre-planned comp. They're going to know what they want to play. Let's see how much research Hired Goats have and if they're going to be able to ban out whatever strategy owls are going to bring to this.
Yeah,
And it's that tough one of, this is one of their favorite maps. They're going to have a strategy for it. So do you try to target ban their strategy for Dragonshire, or do you try to target ban their strong heroes like Anduin, who you let through last time, who
yeah,
shut down your engage every time?
yeah. I think Fallop did a really good job on Anduin there. So if we were playing them right now, I would be banning it. I think.
Because I mean, he did a very good job of every time they engaged. He pretty much managed to save whoever they were engaging on.
Yeah,
And yes, we did then say that's when you could look for the re-engage. But if they then turtle up under their towers and they play safe until it's back off cooldown, there isn't a lot you can do against that. So I mean, there's a reason we call him Banduin. We like to ban him out quite a lot
that's
anyway
true.
because he can ruin those hard engage comps
Yeah,
quite strongly. So I'd be considering that as a target ban.
yeah. I mean, I'm interested to see what the owls pick up because, last game we were looking at the comp and we thought, oh, this is a bit weird. Is this going to work? And so much so that you bet against them, but clearly they knew exactly what they were doing with that and they executed it very well. So,
I'm just playing my games with you, Pop, and I wanted to give you some of your points back.
oh, thank you very much. You're very kind.
Yeah, I mean, I joked after the last patch that it was going to be a double mage meta now, but the ability to just blow up whoever you do get locked down is so strong on those mages at the moment. And then you've got good wave clear, you've got really good poke damage. I can see why they've done it as a strategy. Like I said, I think
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Johanna could be replaced by something with lower cooldowns.
yep.
Um, I'm gonna have a look at tank heroes now. Mal'Ganis, Blaze. Like there's plenty of options that could regularly set up those mages to blow someone up.
Mhm.
That I mean, I know Johanna gives really nice protection for them, but yeah, I mean, if they really wanted to try hammering that comp home, I
Yeah.
think maybe, but I mean, who are we to say after they executed those blessed shields so
Well,
well?
yeah, exactly. I mean, we might see a completely different approach here. We might see a more macro
I want to see
oriented comp.
the exact same approach again
Well, the
because
bans are exactly the same right now.
yeah,
Garrosh and Rhaegar and Li Ming, and fourth one eludes me.
something
This,
so exciting that we've both forgotten it.
yes. Um, Sylvanas. Was it Sylvanas in the first game? It might have been.
I think it was, yeah.
Okay, so nothing
Calling
changed
for
there.
Sylvanas.
And first pick Great Main again. Am I watching a replay of the stream? I'm not sure.
Yeah, deja vu. You actually hit your head at the end of that last game.
Uh,
Um, I mean, like I said, I did like the hired goats comp.
oh, okay.
What?
Thank God for the Rainer there. So we see Rexar again, which makes sense on this map. Jikoku did a good job with it last game, so why not pick it again, right? But they've gone for the Rainer this time instead of the Tassadar.
Rayner's so meta at the moment. Um, obviously, he's good at getting camps. He's good at obviously single target damage. So if you're looking at following up on CC chains, ooh,
Okay, hired goats, definitely.
hired goat. I mean, they know if you're letting Anduin through, they're going to probably pick Anduin again.
Yeah,
You know how to deal with it. Then maybe they're just saying this, like, we were unlucky not getting those kills last time. Let's
yeah,
just do it again, and we will get the kills. We execute it a little bit better.
yeah,
And do you know what I mean? Like, you can just tweak it from that last game.
yeah, definitely. So they ban
There's
out
the
the
Johanna
Johanna,
ban.
so they're hoping they can kill the tank a bit easier. And we see Owl Exterminators ban out Leoric, so clearly Jigoku on the Rexar was saying, I had a bit of trouble with Leoric last game, let's take that away from them.
You don't want to pick a squishy tank now, that's for sure. Maybe Blaze. AoE stuns. AoE slows. Morgana.
Yep, two comfort heroes from the Owls, Mal'Ganis and Anduin.
Pick
Um,
Anna. pick Anna and put a grenade on that Mal'Ganis every time you dive on him, and he will die. That's how you deal with this.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to play Anna, and you have to be.
Okay,
I mean,
Brightwing's also
equally
good against
works,
Mal'Ganis,
yeah.
yeah.
Hence the impressed. Ooh.
And the Kira offlane.
Now they buffed Brightwing a bit. She's obviously not been meta for a very long time. But you go polymorph build, extended polymorphs,
Yeah.
keep that Morganis down long enough. It's again much longer cooldowns than the Anduin pool. So
And the
and the
Orphea.
Orphea played very well last game.
Yes, without doubt. I'm interested by the Kira offlane on this map. I know Kira offlane is legit, but I don't know how she fares against Rexar.
Bear in mind she's got the potential of Brightwing
Yeah.
teleporting up. Got potential of ganks from Greymane as well, depending on how they want to play it. Greymane showed he wanted to focus on camps a bit at the start of last game, and that fell apart. Or rather, it stopped when they started getting more pressure from our Exterminators. But if he kind of takes a similar approach of League of Legends jungling and doing the camps, looking for rotations to top to get ganks there, could get a lot of value.
Yeah. Who are you
Now,
fancying then?
put that in chat and let you decide how you feel about it.
Okay, I like to bet against you, but
Okay.
I do like the goats. They've gone for the comfort heroes again. They've mixed it up a bit with the Brightwing and the Kira offlane. I think there's some reasoning behind that. I think they believe.
They got the Anduin Orphea again. Jimmy is equally good to the Tassadar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But perhaps gives them a slightly stronger macro. So in a way, this is like, for me, it's the last comp, but better from our Exterminators, or rather, like more stereotypical.
Yeah.
More straightforward. So on the left with our Exterminators, like I said, they're slightly refined comp. You have Deadly Kitten main tanking on Mal'Ganis, Falob on Anduin, Jig Oku on the solo lane on Rexar, Ashienderai, whatever your name is, on Orphea, and No Scope Ninja on Reyna.
And on the red side we have Hired Goats with Tristray on ETC again, Scooper again on the Greymane, Roach on the Kael'thas for a second time, Luna on the Brightwing, and Sneaky Chief on the Kira, who's trying to kill a bear at the moment.
Both teams clearing mid, rotating to bot, getting that rotation on very effectively. Jimmy has gone Exterminator, so he's clearing the waves, going to be clearing the camps. ETC already in trouble. They're putting extra damage on Brightwing as well. There you go. Mal'Ganis can CC people, and you have below.
Yeah.
Be careful, Hired Goats.
Yes. I mean, it was nice at first. I think they could have got the kill on Mal'Ganis then, if it wasn't for the Anduin trait. But Anduin pulled him out, and then, yeah, ETC paid for it.
A race on who can kill the tank fastest.
Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned in the first game, so now it would be a good time for the Hired Goats to try and put that aggression on Mal'Ganis again. Obviously, they're getting the Bruiser camp, as are the Owls, so both teams capturing it at almost exact time.
Not seen anything too crazy on top lane yet. No aggressive ganks up there or anything like that. Kira managed to get the point first, but Rexar's going to recapture it now using Lucia. And I think Rexar's going to be a bit better at clearing this camp out in top as well.
Yeah, might see an early Dragon Knight capture.
Quick capture for our Exterminators there. Hired Goats just distracting themselves getting the siege camp and not able to contest bot because of it.
Yeah, I feel like they should have communicated with the Kira a bit better there. It looked like she could have got top point, but she was clearing the wave or the camp, so maybe just a lack of communication, I'd say.
Now there's the attempted kill on Mal'Ganis. Anduin saves him. They can look to try that again now. You haven't got the Greymane because he's top. Orphea's just soaking mid. I mean, the Dragon Knight dies so quickly now, especially with the fort changes.
Yeah, getting a Dragon Knight in just over 2 minutes. You get a tower on top, but that's about it. And apologies, we just missed a kill on Mal'Ganis on bot. So Hired Goats doing exactly what we were thinking they should do and putting that aggression on while Anduin still has his trait on cooldown.
Yeah, And now they're stealing a camp. And they're going to get away with stealing that camp because Rexar's going top.
We say this, but Hired Goats do have free top. Brightwing just teleported top to give some heals to Kira and Greymane.
Yeah, surprised that the Brightman went top when they were invading.
Yeah, ETC and Kel'Thas
away
managed to
with it.
capture it, yeah, and get out with lives, so risky, but I suppose the Owls wouldn't have known that they were only two, so they were just playing it
And
safe.
when the Dragon Knight died, Hired Goats were about half a level behind in XP, and they've now managed to take that lead again.
Yeah,
So they've played quite nicely, quite aggressive, and definitely in a strong position here.
yeah, I think giving away the Dragon Knight that early is not that consequential on this map. It's, you know, you clear it up, you don't lose soak, and, you know, it's back to square one, everything's even.
Now, do you think they are going to notice that there's a Greymane missing right now?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
They're probably seeing they've seen the
will
Brightwing
watch
vision
the
now,
Brightwing
probably.
teleports there. But I mean, they've got 4 people there, so they should be fine if this ETC survives, which he does using Power Slide.
Yep.
So they can tap and look to re-engage, and I would be looking to re-engage while you've got those bruisers behind them. Meanwhile, Rexar double soaking and Kira just struggling to keep up. So I think instead of Brightwing, save yourself. I mean, nice attempt on the Brightwing. She is lucky to get out, and that pulled the Greymane back down rather than kind of getting up to his mischievous deeds. Anton White, but all on Owl Exterminators. I can only expect that he must be one of the Owl Exterminator players with that confidence.
I don't believe so, it's just a lot of faith. Greymane nearly goes down there in mid. Reyna can't quite finish him off, and Brightwing comes back to heal him up.
Now they've got 3, and there's the route on the ETC. But Kira missed, Orphea missed the chomp. ETC taking a long way back to its fort and taking a lot of damage for it.
We might see another capture here.
Oh, same mistake as last time. Getting the siege camp, and they're going to give the dragon. He doesn't get the interrupt.
I mean, once again, it didn't look. I mean, I didn't see properly, but it looked like Kira could have got top as well if she'd have known that the team had to back off on bot.
Almost not enough awareness that the other team were taking the shrines at that point.
Yeah.
Or, like, not going, oh, they're about to have both shrines. Instead, doing their own thing and then going, oh god, they've got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange because Goat seem quite in control, and then there's been that one, well, 2 moments where they've just kind of miscommunicated, perhaps, and.
Or perhaps not even that. Perhaps more. Oh, Mosh Pit on Mal'Ganis. That's one dead Mal'Ganis. Light one not blocking.
I was very confused then to see 1 second ETC mosh pitting and then the next second him flying across my screen as the Dragon Knight punted him, but it's a bit cool down there just for 1 kill, but if they need to make it count, I think.
And they are doing so with that Orphea kill. Camp invade going to be a little bit too slow, but they're getting value in bot. Kira's still struggling to deal with this Rexar. They need to dominate in this 4-man, or they need to go and help her kill that Rexar more often, because she is losing soak to him.
Yeah.
She's not able to keep up with him. She's just forced him out of lane, and missed her ult, unfortunately for her, but Rexar's backing, so she's going to get a bit of R&R for a second. ETC's not got the help he needs here. That's the full CC chain on him. Brightwing's teleporting in and gets herself back out to safety. All the while Greymane's doing the camp, so they need to just try to get out alive, and they don't manage to save the ETC, so nicely played by Owl Exterminators.
Yeah, they're bringing all 5 members of the team there to get the ETC kill. Give them a bit of breathing space on the map. They can
do you think it's the same as with kind of capturing the shrines? They're kind of focusing on what they're doing and then being surprised when it's like, oh, here's suddenly 4 Owl Exterminators killing an ETC. Or, just looking at, okay, we're going to go get the camp now, and not appreciating their kind of rotations. Nice kill on Rexar, that's what we wanted to see. That's going to help Kira a lot. And it's at this stage of the game now, Kira can come down, join the 4-man, push something, get some structures, get some more kills. gives her that freedom to just leave the lane rather than being stuck up there in a continuous fight with Rexar.
Yeah.
Mal'Ganis getting
Ooh.
the 3-man into the Orphea ult. They are unlucky not to get kills there.
Definitely.
ETC keeping the Anduin out, and they can look to re-engage now.
Yeah.
Particularly if that Greymane comes down. Kira's coming down as well. Potentially, she's decided to clear the bruisers.
I feel like Goats could have maybe brought Greymane down there. I know he was getting soak, but and maybe taking the numbers advantage, but
well, Kira's stuck clearing the camp in top. Greymane was trying to protect that Dragon Knight, and that meant they were stuck in that 3v3 in bot. So third dragon in a row goes to our Exterminators, and they're going to take this bottom fort fairly easily now, I would imagine.
yeah.
And that gives them a big advantage for every dragon going forward because all the forts, all the wells are certainly on their last legs.
So Goats are doing a really good job of team fighting so far. They've got 5 kills to 2, but they've lost 3 consecutive objectives. And at some point, the Owls are going to get a bit of an XP lead here, and it's going to be harder to win those fights. And then
I would think here now with 5 Goats in one place, it won't surprise me if they get the kills here.
It's a nice mosh bit, but ETC gets a lot of CC and damage onto him. Brightwing's just constantly CC'd. They are getting out for now.
Yeah.
Greymane goes down. There goes the Brightwing.
Brightwing goes trying to save him.
It was a nice Kira ult, but it couldn't quite finish anyone off.
Unlucky on that obviously when they got the mosh, that the Orphea was able to just AoE down there to do a lot of damage. But I was, excited to see Goats as 5 ready for the fight. That fight could have so easily gone their way. They're still on the same level at the moment, so they can soak. They're still in the game. They can look for another fight again. I know the ETC mosh is a long cooldown, but they don't need the mosh. They just need the power slide, and they can easily get a kill.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's definitely hope for them in this game, 100%. KT finishes his globe quest, and I'm looking at talent, so I'm not seeing anything surprising either at this stage, really.
Yeah, it's all fairly standard. Greymane and Kira might be looking for the gank on Rexar again in mid, but he does have his team not far away.
They will be ganking 5 people.
Yes.
So sensibly they kind of move, but if they get found here, they're in trouble. There's the Mal'Ganis CC.
Kira's going to be in trouble here.
Dead Kira.
Oh, nice, and she's got the follow-up from Brightwing.
There you go. It was just too long for... Brightwing did a great job getting up and trying to help her out, but there wasn't a team there. It was a bad place to be caught out on. They knew they were in trouble in mid and chose to move to that bush instead, which it was just unfortunate with the whole Exterminators rotating up either side of you.
It was good awareness by the Owls. They hadn't seen the Kira or the Greymane, so they knew they were looking to put pressure on that Rexar, and they're getting the 4th Dragon Knight now.
Yeah.
They have
tough macro game for the hired Goats at the moment.
Yeah, it's not like they've not played badly at all at this point, but it's just feels very difficult for them to actually make an impact on the map and capture an objective.
Yeah. Every time they try to get that extra bit of value, so whether it's been going to get a gank, going to get camps or anything like that, they've just ended up with kind of falling short because of it, losing a dragon. Unlucky on the mosh. But they still get the Orphea kill. Like I said, you just need that power slide, and they can continue to chase here. Rexar flanking though, that Brightwing is potentially in trouble. There's the light bomb, Kira. CTC both going down. They were so unlucky there. Feel for them a bit in that fight. They did a really nice job getting that Orphea kill. They just did not expect that Rexar to appear in their backline. And it caused enough chaos for them to unfortunately lose two heroes.
Yeah, the second they hit 16 there, they engaged, they started a fight, they got the kill they needed. They were just unfortunate that Rexar appeared at that exact moment, and
I don't think they would really appreciate the fact they were a person down, because obviously they've been focused on killing the dragon.
Yeah.
They perhaps didn't think, oh, there's a Rexar missing. He
Yeah.
could turn up at any point. If they had just gotten that Orphea kill and gone to do something else, then obviously that would have been great for them. But I mean, I can't blame them for going for the aggression and trying to chase more kills. Most people would. We probably would have.
So the Bruiser Camp stolen by the Owls.
Yeah, they're going to paint the entire map blue here, which is obviously, again, hired goats. You've got XP coming to you now. You can play safe until you have to force a fight. Just make sure you have a fight before they hit 20, basically.
Yeah.
So,
shrines will soon be active again.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're on the same talent tier. These, obviously, the objective spawning is going to force their hand to look for a fight. But you're 3v5. You want to look for a fight, but you want to make sure that you've got your whole team with you at this stage. And that is a dead ETC. I think it's almost good for Brightwing that she didn't teleport in time, because she would have just gotten in trouble as well.
Definitely, yeah.
I know she got the blink out, but yeah.
I think they're gonna. Are they gonna try and defend top here? I think they have to. They can't let them have another Dragon Knight. They're gonna lose a keep then, and it could snowball into level 20 and possibly games. So
Here at the moment alone, though, I know obviously they don't know that Jimmy and Orphea were getting that boost until they were captured. So she was potentially putting herself at risk there. 5th dragon, is this?
5th Dragon, I believe, yeah. So
Whoa.
bot keep is in trouble. I mean, there's a small window where the goats might be able to fight here. ETC will be back, and the owls won't have 20.
ETC's back. They have every ult. They will have 20 as soon as this keep falls.
Yeah.
It's whether or not they can defend core. I think they should be okay defending core if they don't lose a team fight horribly.
Yep. So
Keep poking that dragon down.
the dragon's moving on to core now. It's taking a lot of damage. It won't last much longer.
Here come the
ETC gets crowd controlled to death there. Big damage coming out.
Yeah. And Kira saves herself.
Kira's in
Go
a lot
back
of
in.
trouble,
Goes
goes
back in and
down.
dies. Yeah.
Misha dies, but it's only half a hero if that.
Right. And this is going to be GG. Very nicely played by our Exterminators. I mean,
You mean?
I just feel a bit sorry for hired goats. They didn't manage to get a single dragon. They were trying to play that like all of their decisions they made to get camps and stuff like that weren't bad decisions.
No.
It was just like mistimings where it's like, okay, get it, but you need to be aware that at this point there's the potential they're going to get the dragon, or
Yeah.
at this point 3 of your teammates are looking for a kill. So just leave that camp, even if it's not finished. You can come back and finish it off later and go. So perhaps just a bit of communication, a bit of map awareness. But they had really nice team fights. Again, I mean, the Orphea and the Anduin picks and the Rexar, obviously comfort picks, well played, tough heroes to come up against as that hard engaged comp. Orphea is certainly very strong at the moment. But yeah, well played to our Exterminators, well played to hired goats as well.
Do you have any questions for the winners if they...
I would love to talk to the winners if they want to do an interview.
I've asked the question if they're still looking at the match lounge.
I mean, from that, our Exterminators, it's almost hard to, like I said, they're easily a kind of top half of the table team, I would expect for Div 4. Like I said, they've been there for a while. They know what they're doing. They've had good records in previous seasons. They beat Trying Dutchman. It's hard to say how they're going to finish at the end of the season, but that looked really strong, looked really well coordinated. We didn't see like very different strategies from one game to the next. It was very much the same plan. but it was well executed. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see different strategies from them, as get an idea of how they perform then.
Yeah. Right, so we do have an interview. We've got Ash, DK, and Fallop from the Exterminators if you want to head across.
Excellent.
Hello.
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 Well done on the very convincing win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How did you kind of, obviously, going into that game, you've won 3 games, lost 1. Were you going into that kind of expecting it to be one of the easier games that you had, having just beaten Trying Dutchman?
I think we don't
Biggest
really.
concern was our tank player being awake. Surprisingly.
I woke up 4 minutes after scheduled match time, of course. But I did make it, so it's fine.
So, in answer to the question, we weren't really thinking about that as much as
That's better, just seeing if you were going to get that sub in or not. I mean, as a main tank player myself, I mean, you just need to turn up, you need to land your CC, and look pretty, right?
Oh, yeah, Mac, you like that quest on Johanna in game 1?
I mean, I really wanted to slam your Johanna choice, but you landed every blessed shield so well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well played. It, like I was just saying to Poppin, I don't know if you were hearing at the end there, you obviously used very much the same strategy in both games.
Yep.
Is there kind of more specific map comps that we're going to see you pulling out later in the season? Are you just kind of going for that kind of CC chain to start out with?
I think we have, as most of us have played for, we've played for a few seasons together now, and we have really good communication and synergy. So I think the CC chains is one of our stronger points.
assuming we get the kill.
Yeah.
I mean, ETC is a very squishy tank compared to others.
Yeah.
So you can just blow him up with Blessed Shield, Jaws, and then Light Bomb, and then it's just they have no tank. They can't do anything on the map.
Yeah. At this stage, are you expecting to see your Anduin start to get banned out from you very regularly?
We half expected it.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if it will get banned. Like, it's just, yeah, for me it's been such a comfort support especially this season. Yeah, so I'm really comfortable on it. But like, it's not that it's the only support I play, but if I get the chance, like, why not?
Yeah, and obviously with your quite aggressive comps, there are more aggressive options as well for you to go to. So it might only make you guys a bit more scary to come up against.
Imagine that comp with the Bloodlust Rhaegar.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
You'll have to stop banning it yourself first.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't have first pick, you just have to ban it. That's the meta right now.
I mean, you say that, but obviously you guys seem to be embracing a bit of mage meta at the moment as well. Enjoying those buffs to Orphea. Was that something when you saw those changes that you were like, yes, let's get some different
funny thing about Orphea.
The thing is, Ash has a very limited pool to Li Ming. And we were talking about it.
The others, but yeah.
We were talking about it, and Ash, you have to widen your hero pool here because it's going to start getting banned out. And since Orphea changes, we are friends with the very good Orphea player.
Yeah.
So Ash picked up a few tips and tricks from him, and I guess it works out.
Yeah, they definitely paid off. There was some really nice aggressive Orphea plays. You looked experienced at her at least.
Oh, well, that's like 4 days, so cheers. Like, not bragging or anything. That was just like 4 days and like 12 games, but it was more watching somebody play it, asking for a build, then watching how they play.
Yeah.
Asking a few questions and then just trying it. It's just as simple as that.
Excellent, and I'm sure you'll get to try it a bit more as well. I mean, we had Poppin for AFK for Coco. He used to pretty much just play Junkrat for us, and then we had him banned like 12 matches in a row. So and he's now our support main. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it still getting banned out?
A little bit, yeah, actually.
Yeah,
we had the same with Malthael at one point. when I was in off lane, and they would
Yeah.
keep banning it even though I was on ranged.
And it reached that stage where it's like, do they even like if they let it through, will we even want to play it anymore? Like, is it still a threat? No, I mean, like I said, that was a really impressive kind of synergy, well coordinated, good macro as well on there. Are you guys obviously looking at getting through to the Epic Cup if possible?
Yeah, definitely. We
Have this
most-
plan every season, and
Yeah.
one season.
Well, you
We'll
say
get there
that,
sometime.
you say that
Every
as if
time
it's
it ends the
obvious,
same.
but some people kind of turn up with the we will hardly practice and see how we do. So yeah, it's like, so you're taking it fairly competitively. No, I mean, Poppin, do you have any questions there?
No, I think there was one and then you asked it. No, I'm good. I'm good.
All good. We're trying to cast quite a lot of Div 4 because
Mhm.
we still love it and we're feeling the
Look,
pain
get
of
back
that.
to it or not?
Yeah.
Div 3's no fun. Div 3's hard.
At this rate with how Div 3 is going for us, I'm sure we might be going back to Div 4.
Yep.
But yeah, we might get to cast you again in the future.
I mean,
so
we will welcome you with open arms if
Yeah,
you want to come back to Div 4.
we're basically just doing our research so we know to ban Anduin against you. When we
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Might need to start playing another hero then.
Yeah. But yeah, well done. We're gonna head off now. So
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you very much
Thanks
for
for the
the chat.
cast.
Thank you.
Oh, do you have any shout outs? That's the essential question.
Shout out to me for waking up. That's about it.
Good job.
Well done.
No, just thanks our opponents,
Yeah,
and
for
the
sure.
team,
Yeah,
and the casters.
Cool. Cheers.
always.
Well played, and we'll see you again soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yep, well played,
Yep.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
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 Bye.
Bye.
Poppin'.
Hello, we're back. Okay.
It's
Um,
that terrible time where our cast is about to end, and I ask you for final thoughts.
Entertaining matches. I think Hired Goat shouldn't feel too bad after that. You know, they look, definitely in the second match, I felt early on, it looked like they were on top. Like, they gave away the early objective, but they looked strong, they were being aggressive.
Yeah, they were winning fights.
They just made a few macro mistakes, I think. So they're not that far off. They definitely.
It can be tough when you've like had a couple losses
Yeah.
and you come up against a team that's that well organized
Mm,
that like you try your kind of plans and it just you just don't get that kill. Someone gets out with
Yeah.
a little bit of health. It just feels like a bit of bad luck there.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say. Yeah, I think Hired Goats played well. It's just unfortunate that they were playing Owl Exterminators, who played very well. You know, yeah.
And they've already had munchies, haven't they? So
Yeah.
they've had some of the stronger people in the league as well.
Definitely.
So yeah, they can look forward to some perhaps less trying games in the future.
But I'm excited to see Owl Exterminators. Like I say, they missed out on the Epic Cup on a head-to-head last season.
Yeah.
Very, very narrowly missed out, but they're looking really strong there. So surely they're gonna. Well, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm surely they're going to qualify for the Epic Cup, and I'm excited to see them again this season.
Provided they all wake up.
Yes,
Those
if they
bloody tank players.
yeah, if they wake up on time, I'm sure they're going to qualify, and then it'll be interesting to see them.
Cool, and another great interview as well. Always nice to have a chatty team.
Yeah.
So,
that's the only reason you turn up, isn't it? Just so you can have a chat with people afterwards.
Yeah, find out the goss, find out what's happening in the league. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's all from me.
Yeah.
So
Same.
if we
So
turn off, we can go have our games ourselves.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, presumably. We'll be bringing the Munchies.
Ooh,
versus.
I've given them too much praise today as well.
They'll be coming up against slightly French name, We're going to call them Team Krusty. It's something to do with Krusty. I remember the translation.
Okay, Team
Crustalance.
We'll practice our French.
We'll practice that. But that's Division 4, and we'll be back with that tomorrow night. Thank you everyone for watching.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.